Hey everyone, so today's video is going to be a little different. Should I do it this way? It looks really good. It's a little pregnant or whatever, but the work still fix. I just woke up, guys. Please bear with me. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Alright, we're gonna go this way. Anyway, how are you? Welcome back to my channel. I am the Divine Femme Walial / Layla. That's my real name. Walial is my name backwards. With like my last initial W. I just woke up, like I said, so I was just like, I wanted to get this video out yesterday, and I didn't end up doing it because I was tired and I took a nap, and now I'm doing it. So, welcome. Excuse me, commotion here in the background. I don't live alone, and I have a bird. I have many birds, and they are very loud. So, there's that. Today's gonna be a little different. I'm gonna do a get ready with me, but while doing it, I'm going to talk about balancing the divine masculine and feminine roles within yourself. I think a lot of the time when we hear divine masculine and feminine, we get this idea of, oh, twin flames, soulmates, what other terms are there? There's a lot of stuff out there. Karmics, stuff like that, you know. Just different relationships. But I think people often take relationships as only romantic, and there's so many different types of relationships other than that are not valued as highly. For example, I love my pet. Like, that's my favorite creature in the entire planet. I love my bird to death. Like, that's my favorite. And then that would be like, I don't know what the term is, but it's not platonic. I don't know. She's my friend, but she's a bird. There's a word for that. Probably. That's not platonic, but anyway, there's different types of love. But I think that we often value that, oh, I need a girlfriend, I need a boyfriend, or I need a partner, LGBTQ plus people. You know, I think we highly put this idea on a pedestal that we need to have a person that is of the opposite sex or gender, or like just a romantic partner in general in your life to balance your own aspects of that, like to fill in the gaps, I guess. You're whole on your own, and that's what this video is gonna be tomorrow. What am I saying? That's what this video is gonna be about. So let's get started. I'm gonna go in with, I just washed my face, and I'm not putting, or actually I should put, I don't have any SPF lotion at the moment, which I know is bad, but this is the one I'm using. Let's get into it. So whether you're female or male, and I think this time of year especially, it's May 1st, is very much the changing season, or seasons, I guess, obviously. It brings in a bunch of different feelings, nostalgia, you know, looking forward while also looking at the past, trying to hold on to what you know while trying to learn more, keeping hold of what you had while you gain more. I think we often try to hold on too much to different things in our life, like, oh, this is mine, you know, it is, but, you know, who are you without this jacket, without this makeup on, without, you know, take off all those layers, who are you underneath, without all of the money, without all of the cars, clothes, without all of that material things that you have to represent who you think you are, who are you underneath? And I think that's often what goes with the divine feminine role. This I got from the Green Room. It's like a dispensary in Jersey. It's probably in other places too. But it's supposed to have 25 mg, I guess, THC or something, CBD. I don't really know, but it tastes really good. So yeah, that's the lip balm I used. And this is the fancy stuff I'm using right now. Anyway, like I was saying, we often get so stuck in this idea that we have to have different things to prove ourselves to people that don't live your life, you know. I'm not living in your shoes, but I might see your shoes and be like, oh, that's how they're living based on your shoes. But, you know, if you buy the $800 shoes, you now no longer have $800, you know what I mean? So think about your worth as something other than a number. And I think that's something that the Divine Feminine has taught me when I meditate and when I go into myself and I'm like, what do I need to fix here? What do I need to balance and understand more about myself? What can I do differently, you know, to show that who I am on the inside and on the outside is the same person. I don't want to just show a different idea of who I am. I want to be authentically who I am. And I think that's something that I recently have been a lot more accepting of. I used to really not like myself as a person. I used to really just, you know, critique a lot of stuff I did, and I thought it was just because I wanted to improve myself. But no, like, perfectionism is a form of self-harm and self-hatred. You know, nobody can be absolutely perfect. It's just not possible. And it's something that can be really damaging to your sense of self. And when you talk about balancing your divine feminine, that role goes a lot with, you know, the Empress role. We are in Taurus season right now, and it's Empress season. Yes, it is, motherfuckers. But that connects with, you know, when you're first born, you know. Aries season is a lot about, to me, I think of Aries season as like in utero. It's like, you know, everything is just fast paced. You're just speeding up all this growth and development and new. Everything is just coming at you like, oh my God, like, what's the next thing? I don't like the next thing. This is really making me angry, you know, first impulse, impressions of different things like that. It might not be exactly how you feel about the thing altogether, but, you know, in the beginning, that first impression means a lot when it comes to different things, just everything in general. So say April is like mostly when people go on spring break and come back, right? I think of it like the beginning of, you know, this next stage in my life, because after spring break, it's like, okay, now it's time to wrap it up, you know? This is where it gets to be real. You know, shit gets real interesting. It's not, you know, no more fun and games like getting used to the swing of things, the hang of it around here. No, you have to get serious. And I think that's exactly when April, end of April hits, and it's Taurus season, that we get that Empress, loving, caring, accepting of all the experiences that we've experienced during Empress season. It will make sense. So once it's like April and now May, we have, you know, April showers. So it's like all those experiences that we've learned and adventures from, you know, being open and honest and authentically ourselves as an Aries Emperor, authentically embodying that energy, because we all have that energy when it's that season. It's just, you know, it's like, is something in the air? Yeah, that's what's in the air. It's just the vibe right now. But real quick, I'm also gonna go in with, I wanted to get Taj Mahal because I'm running low on this. That's like an orange color, but this is the orgasm. The sticker fell off, or I took it off at some point. I guess. 1 second. I don't even know. Ignore if my room's a mess. I try to clean, but I also make a mess, like, as you see how I live. I make a mess often, and then clean it up and make a mess again. Where did the contour stick go? Here it is. Okay. So now I'm going in with these two. This is Starstruck and I believe Truffle. Fenty, of course. And then, like I said. Anyway. So now that it's May, I think maybe we should start Looking at things we did when we were young, you know, Aries and Emperor season, whatever, now that they're done, look at what you've done before and see how you can do it better. And give yourself that consideration of like, you know, I've never done this before, so that's why it feels so like you're being hard on yourself, maybe, because you just are not used to what you're doing right now. And that's just because it's a new, you know, a new era for you. This moment has never happened before. So why would you know what to do already, you know? So I think it's easy to get stuck in that, like, oh my God, this person's doing that, they're doing this, they're doing this, and it's so much better than the way I live my life, you know? But really, it all is in the perspective. If you're doing something totally different from them, that's why, you know, that's why they get what they sow and you get what you sow. And a lot of people profit off of what other people do, but that's not what I'm talking about right now. We're just going to leave capitalism out of the conversation and act like it doesn't exist, because that's what we do. No, I'm kidding. Obviously, not everybody has the luxury of just being able to do what they want whenever they want to, and to experience everything that they want. So I think with a grain of salt, take my consideration for people as a whole, just as it is. And I'm not trying to be insensitive here, saying that you can find a way, you know, make do with what you have. It's easy to be like, oh my God, it'll never be enough when you feel like it's not enough, you know. But to someone that has nothing at all, that means a lot. You know, the value of a penny is different in every different country, nation, and then you know, most Amazonian tribes means nothing to them. You know, they'd see gold and be like, oh, it's shiny. You know, what am I gonna do with this? Yes, it means value to us in the, you know, societal world that is civilized and stuff. But to them, it means, oh, something I can make into jewelry or whatever, you know? Something of value still, you know what I mean? Anyway, that being said, in your regular, you know, day-to-day life, second to second life, the way that you take things in and respond is going to be the way that you internalize your experiences. So what I'm saying is, like, maybe you might have had a negative experience happen to you and keep going back to that and replaying it and get stuck in a loop of like, oh my God, this happened to me, and victimizing yourself, and it's like, I can't do anything about it. You can't. And I know that sounds like, oh, you know, like, damn, but you can't go back. You can only go forward. So what are you gonna do next time? I know this is ghetto, I don't care. This is eyeliner. It's a felt tip. I just love using felt tips for my brows for some reason. I don't know, it just feels nice. But you can only go forward. So what are you gonna do next or next time to do better? And that's all that you can do. And just keep going. Keep pushing, you know, go for your dreams. And if you can't afford to go for your dreams, make time for them as much as you can. You know, make time for the people that you do love and value. And make sure that you are around people that you do love and value at all times. And if you can't be around people that you do love and value at all times, as often as possible. If you hate your job, find one that you like. You know, if you hate people in your life, if you hate your family, talk to them. You know, see why you hate them. Maybe it's something that you don't like in yourself that you just are projecting onto them and don't know how to, you know, undo now that it's done. I'm not using this e.l.f. I'm not really sure what shade this is. Medium peach. And, you know, like I was saying, it's not always about balancing with other people. Yes, you know, there's so much value and importance in human relationships. We're very social creatures as a, you know, as a people. But I think it's also important to value your alone time, to value your relationship with yourself, because at the end of the day, you have yourself at all times. Unless you're a conjoined twin, you shouldn't rely on anybody else to make decisions for you, to tell you what to do, to, you know, really guide you in any way, shape, or form. If it's like, you know, 100%. Unless it's like a mentor or somebody, there's nothing wrong with like having help. but I'm saying, you know, make your own decisions, and value them, take ownership of them. Make sure you're doing what you would want to represent you, you know, because if anything, we are our actions, not what we say, but what we do. Yes, both, but I feel like we're very much, you know, actions speak louder than words. And because we're social creatures, a lot of what we say can just be fluff a lot of the time. Like, oh, how are you? How was your day? How's the kids? You know, be real. You know, try to get to the nitty gritty. You know, I'm actually not doing really good today. Try to find that truth in every little thing that you're doing with throughout the day. Not to prove yourself to other people, but to prove yourself to yourself. Like, you know what? I can be open and honest about the way that I'm experiencing my life and the way that I do my thing. And that has a lot to do with the divine masculine role. Ooh, excuse me. Because when we're, you know, being like, you know what, this is how I want to do things, this is the way I want to live my life, taking control, getting in the reins of your life, by Cancer season, honey, Chariot season, you will have complete control over all you say and do. It'll be the best summer of your life, but you gotta plant the seeds now. It is raining. You know what I mean? Time to plant the seeds so we can sow them later on, huns. And I wanted to make this a longer video, but I'm running out of things to say, so I will go into another topic. I had written down a lot, but I'm probably gonna just put it in the description box. I should have looked at my notes before this because it's on my phone and I didn't. But that was smart. Next video. Basically, I want to just do a lot of different things. So I'll take my own examples or anecdotes to fill in this time while I finish my makeup real quick. I have been trying to, well, not even trying. I don't like the word trying because it's like do or do not. There is no try, you know, Star Wars. Haha. Anyway, I feel like I have been wanting to start my own side hustle with a one-stop shop, but it's so much work. Like, I know people do it full-time, but it's like, damn, I really cannot do it part-time. I have to, like, stop everything I'm doing to invest into this side hustle of just, like, doing nails, lashes, teeth gems. Like, I want to do a whole bunch of stuff, you know? And I don't have any certifications yet either, so it's why it's, like, really in the beginning stages. I know how to do a little bit, but like I said, a beginner. And I don't want to start and open up a practice, obviously, without certifications. So, and I want to do it LLC and everything. I want to take it serious. But I think it's going to be something I do throughout my graduate school program. If anything, I just want to finish my bachelor's first. And it's been taking a toll on me mentally because I really want to make time for stuff I want to do. And, you know, new things, new projects I want to do. But I gotta take heed and listen to my body. And if my body says no, we're taking a nap, then we're taking a nap. And you can't argue with that, you know? So, anyway, like I was saying, guys, as much as I want to start things now, I think I can now plant the seeds, you know, and then fertilize them and, you know, stuff like that, so that when the time comes for them to bloom and blossom, I will be ready and not be rushed, you know? So give yourself that time and space to really, and that patience and love and care, like you would with a small child, like you would with yourself, as a small child. Try to remember that you are doing the best you can with everything that you have learned so far in your life, and anything that you don't know yet is not something that you can be mad at yourself for not knowing, because you don't know it yet, you know? There's so much life to live for us to be stuck on different patterns that should have just been learned, been done, been there, done that, you know, one and done situations. We'll keep repeating until we learn that lesson. Whether it's like with a different person or a different job or a different school, if you don't learn that lesson the first time, it's going to just come in another form. And that is something that I believe more than anything Empress season teaches me, because it's all about being your highest self, your best self, right? About being that bitch, period. and that nigga period, or that whatever the fuck, that dude, that guy, for Emperor season, you know what I'm saying? This time of year, spring. And I think a lot of it also has to do with family healing. So if you have any issues with your parents, now is the time to, you know, talk to them, sit down and be like, hey, this is my issue with you. And if you're not being receptive, maybe don't talk. Maybe now's not the time. If they're not being open and you're not getting anywhere, don't force it, you know. Do what you can. And if you can't do it, don't be mad at yourself about it because you tried. And that's the least, or not the most you can do. The least you can do is nothing. And, you know, having said that, I will say that my relationship with my parents right now is doing pretty good. I'm very proud of myself because I have not been the best offspring in my 22 and almost a half years of living. It's really been, I don't want to say a struggle, it's been a lot of lessons. I'm a Saturn-ruled person today. My bird flew into my grinder, mid-roll, and spilled my weed everywhere. And I was like, oh, like I could be upset about this, but I'll just text my plug and be like, hey, like, can you just drop it off real quick? Or, like, I didn't explain the situation, he didn't know the details. But I was like, hey, can you just drop it off? He gets here, I get a little bit extra. I was like, damn, look at sometimes it just works like that, you know? He threw in a little extra because he just was feeling nice that day, or nice today. And I was like, wow, look at that, you know? Don't cry over spilled milk because guess how many cows there are out there? As many as you make. That sounds bad. Or as many as reproduce. So maybe be a cow farmer if that's how much milk you want, or whatever, milkshakes in your yard and stuff like that. Let me finish this up so I can stop rambling about nonsense and let y'all live your lives. But I did want to do a reading really quick too, so let me just wrap this up. Doing that really quick for you. This looks a lot better than I expected it to. You see that definition? I'm surprised. Okay, and I'm gonna just go in with just any random gloss. I think I got this from my last check, honestly. I love her. I really don't know if this is from her or not, but this is just lip gloss I have. I usually use, I'm gonna show my other friend's lip gloss. This. She's the best. This is my other one. It's completely empty. So I use it a lot. I'm gonna use both. So this one I like because it's just yellow, like glittery. And I have no lip liner on because I have concealer around my lips, so it just makes it pop anyway. I don't really want a dark lip today anyway. And I'm just gonna use this on the top. Alright, perfect. And that's that, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, I hope you guys are having the best time of your lives. I'm now going to do my reading and wrap this up for you guys. And be sure to read the description box. I'm going to put a lot more thought and energy and effort into that. This is mostly just an excuse to do my makeup and show you guys that I know how to do my makeup. I don't, clearly. Setting spray is my favorite part. I don't know why y'all told me to buy this. I feel like whenever I was growing up doing my makeup, I was like, oh, everybody has this setting spray. And I finally bought it and I hate it. It sucks. I'm going back to e.l.f. Look how much I have to use. And it still sucks. But I'm not manifesting that. I'm just be like, oh my god, it's the best thing that's ever happened to me. You guys have to buy this product. Oh my god. It's just like the same thing with the, what was that, Benefit primer everybody was getting? That shit was so overhyped. Like, ugh. Save your money, guys. Don't buy this. A really good setting spray is, excuse me. Ew, that was nasty, right? It's Dewy by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I love that setting spray. But I want to give this one a try, and I'm not getting it again. Anyway, let's do this reading so I can let you apply it to your life. But this is the makeup look. Did I not? I can't tell if it's my hair or my contour. I think that's my hair. My hair is a mess. Like, my edges are so aggressive. Anyway, this is my makeup. Wow, I look kind of crazy. Oops. Anyway, so I'm going in with, here it is. Not me losing my deck. The Kaleidoscope deck. This is one of my favorites. I have so many favorites. I ordered the Buffy deck and I'm excited for it still. But I feel like I'm gonna get it and just be like, oh my god, I can't use it. Because I just love Buffy. Like, I have such a weird relationship with Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I watched her for the first time when I was like 8 or 7. My parents were getting a divorce, and that's my comfort show now as a 22-something-year-old, 22-and-a-half-year-old almost. I love Buffy. Oh my god, it's so good. Anyway, what do we need to hear collectively? Spirit guides, ancestors, divine in general. Thanks. Appreciate the guidance and stuff like that. Anyway, like I was saying, if you don't appreciate when you have a little, you're never going to appreciate when you have a lot. Try to manage your temper to a degree where you're not taking everything personally. You know, because a lot of things go on throughout the day, and we interact with different people that we don't know or may know, whether if you work customer service or, you know, something like that. You just talk to people you don't know, like, all the time. You don't know what they're going through, especially. Even people you do know, you don't know what they're going through 100% at the time. It could be bad, it could be good, you know, to you or to them. You know, everybody's situation is different. What's a lot to somebody might be a little bit to someone else. And what isn't enough to some people, a lot of people in the United States, people would die for it overseas, you know. So we got these 5 cards because it's just flew out the deck. Also, a lot of them came in reverse. We have the 10 of coins reversed. Excuse me, my allergies are so gross. The 10 of pentacles is the 10 of coins reversed. The Fool card upright. The Aries energy, I'm telling you, new beginnings. 9 of cups reversed. 7 of cups reversed. And then we got the 8 of wands reversed. You want to get started on a project. You have a lot of different ideas, and none of them are fulfilling, and none of them are going to bring you any money, or you feel like they won't. And it's just straight up that, period. Like I was saying, it's like you don't want to invest in something that you have ideas about, and maybe you even came up with a whole plan, or you're just fantasizing about it. But it's something that you just don't want to move forward with for whatever reason, because you're just doubting yourself. If you don't make that leap, if you don't bounce off of that pedestal that you have on, I don't even know what I'm trying to say, that pedestal of doubt that you placed yourself on, get off of that high horse and realize that you're not too bad, okay? And you got this, and just do what you want to do. You know, whatever it is that you're doubting yourself, go for it. And it's just simple as that. I can't even, like, that was like the clearest, easiest reading I've ever done in my life. It wasn't even fair. And do what you love. End of story. Do what you love, and don't let anybody tell you judgment. Not to. Ace of Cups. Because at the end of the day, the decisions of others do not pay your bills. Unless it's the people that do pay your bills. But that being said, I hope you guys have a great night, great day, wherever you are throughout this 24-hour period that we have on Earth, in this cycle that we call life. I'm gonna delete that part. Probably not. But take care, everybody. I hope you guys are doing amazing, sweetie. You are doing amazing, sweetie. And peace out.